we had a question about positioning of the bar for back squats. When it comes to squatting with the barbell, there's a lot of different variations. The most popular, I would say, is the back squat, where you actually hold the bar somewhere on your back. So there's two main positions for that. We have the high bar back squat, and then we have the low bar back squat. For the high bar back squat, the bar is going to be resting on your trapezius muscles, your upper trapezius muscles in your neck. For the low bar back squat, the bar is going to be resting more on your posterior delts in your shoulders, the back of your shoulders. Personally, my favorite way to do the back squat is with the high bar. I am a high bar squatter. That's my preference. A lot of people, however, say that they feel like they can squat more and that they're stronger doing a low bar back squat. I am not very good at low bar as well because it's not something that I practice. So I will do my best to demonstrate low bar squats, but I am more keen on high bar squatting myself. When you're approaching the bar for a back squat, go ahead and set your hands where they are going to be, because they're gonna have to be holding back here, right? So go ahead and get your hands set on the bar, like outside of shoulder width apart. And then you're gonna come up underneath the bar and you're gonna place the bar right on your trapezius muscles, okay? And then you're gonna step forward, bring your feet right underneath the bar, bring your hips under the bar, and then you stand up. Now when you're doing this, you've got the bar resting on your traps, but you don't wanna over squeeze the traps, right? You wanna make sure that you're standing in good alignment. So the traps are activated, but they're not overly contracted, right? So you're just maintaining a nice alignment. So a little bit of contraction, but not terribly squeezing the shoulder blades together. And you stand up, you step back. You want your elbows underneath the bar here as well. And you're gripping the bar really hard with your hands. And you do your squat, okay? You finish your squats and then you come back and lower back down. If you're doing low bar, you probably need to have your hands a little bit further apart because the bar is gonna be further back and it's gonna require a little bit more flexibility in your shoulders. So when you're coming up under the bar, instead of stopping here, you're gonna actually let the bar come down, all the way down, and rest on your posterior delts. So you wanna kind of flex your delts, and the bar is resting there. So it's a little bit more of a, maybe a little bit more of a forward positioning. You're not standing quite as upright with this kind of a squat. So the bar is kind of resting sort of across the upper back, but on the shoulders themselves. Not my favorite way to squat. If you have shoulder mobility issues, you're probably gonna struggle with that one. I find that the high bar squat is a little bit more approachable for if you have shoulder tightness. However, at the same time, if you have shoulder tightness, you need to be working on that. You need to be doing some mobility training exercises because you should be able to hold that position. And if you have tight shoulders and you have trouble getting your hands back here for a squat, that's going to hurt you in other lifts as well, like your bench, overhead press. So you really wanna make sure that you prioritize doing mobility training exercises to open up your shoulders so that you can do exercises like the barbell back squat, overhead press, bench press, all of that. But that's the recommendations for positioning.